run won't be getting any liquid. And you can look at that and say, it's not gonna settle
Well.
that far.
Well,
It can't, I'm just using this as what she wrote it right on the bottom of this permit that I showed you last week, and I got it right here for you.
well, if the D-box settles, it's gonna foul them all up, actually. I don't understand it. I don't know, I wish you were here to say what her reason was.
I don't have a copy. I gave the copy I had to.
I probably have it, Cass, from our
You have one?
paperwork. Is this what you're looking for?
Yeah. Gave it
That's
to you
just what
last
you
week.
gave us last time, yeah.
See what she wrote on the bottom of that?
Oh, I see,
Read it out loud, please.
okay, D-box not properly placed, top lateral will not receive influent. If D-box settles, explain this to Gordon Lee. But he, insisted it would function just fine. Not constructed according to layout as submitted.
Did she give approval for that one?
Yes.
So the,
She approved it. I had two of them, and she approved them both.
so if that was a serious consideration, there probably wouldn't have been an
Yeah,
approval.
she should have
fee.
said no. And she
Right.
said, you're right.
Yeah. And that's our job as county employees, regardless of your department. If you know something's gonna fail, you make the comments that you believe it will, then you are obligated not to approve it. So there's a real conflict here between, if there is that serious consideration that it will fail, then why was it approved? I think that's probably off the topic as far as this particular issue, but I think it certainly adds something for us to consider when we look at Cass's position on this and what he's been trying to do. And a long-range consideration of adding a new regulation to the county.
Well, I think the regulations come through the health board by statute, and I don't think,
Why would you say that, Franklin?
for some reason I was, believe the, which, the sanitary is part of the health board.
No, she's not. You are.
Could I make a comment?
Yes.
I called DEQ and talked to Rick Jost, I think is his name. You wanna know what he could do for me? And I said, I'm having trouble with the sanitarian. He said, have you talked to the commissioners? I said, yes. He said, well, then I suggest you go back and talk to the commissioners again because they have control of her. They hire her and they fire her. We have nothing to do with it. So that's why I'm here.
The Board
See,
of Health
if they
is,
was changing the rules for a reason, for everybody, it would be different. But she's changing them just for me. And that's, I'll stop there.
the Board of Health is advisory to the commission, Franklin. They don't have any authority to override the commission. Final decisions on anything that involves the county is the commission's. I will move to not adopt the proposed revisions to section 6 and 14 of the regulations governing the on-site treatment of water in Broadwater County.
Well, I won't second it. Like I said, I wish Julie had stayed here and found more on this. And as far as being certified, I mean, so much to your advantage to being certified, you know.
What would certificate, what would that be? What would be my advantage?
Well, the fees, for one thing. The other thing is, anything that comes out, you're notified, any changes or DEQ regulations, or those things, you're notified right away, where if you're not certified, you don't get that information.
Mhm.
And just basically, and also too, if you're putting the system in and and where you're certified, she's notified, or any other sanitarian, if they can't make it at that certain time, then you can go ahead and cover.
You remember what I said last time I was here about over in Boulder, in Jefferson County? You don't have to be certified over there, nobody has to be. And I asked her, what's the advantage of being certified? She said, your name is on the list so people can call on you. Your permit is cheaper.
Yeah, that's another,
And if I can't make it for the inspection, you can take pictures and just cover it up. But, I mean, as far as, I'm no burden on anybody else. I do a good system, and it just toward me, that's the part that bothers me. I'll stop.
Other comments?
no, we just kinda gotta, I don't know. I see it, I see where you think you're being picked on, all right. I had issues, we went different times, we went round and round on different things through the years, but, everything worked out okay, I mean, so I don't know, but I guess I'm just not in favor of just adopting these ends. Almost think there should be another hearing, maybe, I don't know.
So do you want to second Laura's motion to not adopt these?
No, I wouldn't second that.
I personally don't have enough information on this to understand the whole thing. I had never heard of a D-box before, and
That's why I think, like I said just a little earlier, maybe we need to have another public hearing.
I would be opposed to another public hearing, and there's a couple of reasons for that. Public hearing is a process, we've followed that. It requires ads in the paper, which cost the county money, we've done that. If you guys would like to table this to do some more homework and come back with a stronger education, that is fine by me. If we don't do anything today, the status quo remains. In fact, it's extra to make a motion not to adopt. The appropriate step would be for somebody to make a motion to adopt. To that, I would vote no, because I have done my homework, and I've talked to a lot of people about this, and I've gotten feedback from other county commissioners. But, yeah, if we just decide to let this die without a second, status quo remains. It does need to be agended to bring it up again, unless you want to table it till next week. But if you want to do further than that, then it needs to be agended so that Cass and any other installers or citizens who are opposed to more regulations on their businesses are aware of what we're doing. So I guess that would be my request. If you want this to die and remain status quo, that's fine. But if it's gonna come up again, I would request that it be agended so that the public is fully aware.
Well, I move we table it for right now, then.
that's a non-debatable motion, is it not?
I have a motion on the floor, so that one needs to be addressed first, and then we would need to decide what we're doing from there.
Okay. All in favor of Laura's,
Do we have a second?
no,
Okay, so my motion dies.
and then Franklin made the motion to table it? Until when, Franklin?
I'd say a month anyway.
It's fine with me, status quo, is what we're living under till it's re-agended.
Okay.
So that's, at least the public is aware of that, there's no change.
Franklin, do you want a date for it being tabled until?
And it should be postponed until not tabled.
Well, what's the
Table is
last meeting
Next meeting,
in October then?
pull out a calendar, Franklin.
27th? Oh, no, that's
26th,
right.
eh?
Yeah, I just looked and it's 2/14, so.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Yeah,
for
November
lunch?
26th.
Mhm.
Is that, George, you wanna go to
That's fine.
November?
October 26th is fine.
Okay.
The motion needs a second.
I know it does. I'm gonna let it die.
So no action is no change. We can do that too.
Exactly. Okay.
Elaine,
Mm-hmm.
I've got a suggestion. If he is stating right that she hasn't complained to anybody else, or that you speak to her and tell her she's a county employee, she has to be polite to all county residents.
We can do that. Thank you. Let's move further business before lunch. Let's
So what, will it be coming up to the 26th then?
No.
Okay.
We'll take a lunch break till 1:30.